After sweeping its matches last weekend, including a win at number 3 Nebraska, the volleyball team embarks on a 4-match homestand. This week, the Badgers host number 19 Purdue on Friday at 7 p.m. and Indiana on Sunday at 1 p.m. Friday's match will be televised live on BTN. Head coach Kelly Sheffield is here. We'll have some opening comments and take questions.
Thanks, Brian. Now we're halfway through the Big Ten right now, and not sure that we're real excited about where we're at place-wise, but I think we're really excited about the improvement and the direction that our players are going. We've got Purdue in front of us in the second half. I think we're excited about being home. 7 of our final 10 matches, playing against a Purdue team that is, I think, 50 points higher than anybody else in the league offensively, and with their hitting percentage. So we've got a real big challenge defensively to go against that, and they've got an unbelievable right side and Annie Drews and a couple middles that are handfuls. So excited about getting back home, excited about this second half of the conference, and trying to get some momentum moving forward.
When you talk about improving throughout the season, and you come off a couple of tough losses that you see improvement, what does it do for especially your younger players to actually beat a top team like Nebraska on the road?
I don't think it's just our young players. I think it's everybody. You sit there and intellectually, you know that you're getting better. The players know that they're getting better. They know the team is getting better. But when you're getting better and you're losing, there's this which ultra competitive people, it doesn't take the frustration out of it. I won't say it's hollow, but it still leaves you with this bitter taste in your mouth. And so I think they're excited about not just going into a tough environment and winning, but winning and playing well, both of those. You get some wins, and where you're fortunate to win, but you don't play very well. It's still, the locker room still isn't it's not great. Or if you. Yeah, but when you play well and you win, and you're going against somebody that that is a really good opponent, they're excited.
Eric,
what have you learned about your team during the Big Ten season this year?
I like this team. I like the players. They're they're feisty. They're that. Grittiness is coming more to the surface. They're not giving up. They haven't given up on themselves or each other. I think they've embraced the learning process. You can. There's two play. You can't look any further than Lauren Gillis and Kelly Bates. Both of them have had some times this year where it's been really, really tough, and. They've responded the way that you want to. They've come in. They've put in extra work on their own. I don't think they've ever given up on themselves. They've continued to believe and to fight and to stay connected. And I think that's when you show your character. And so, there's a lot of players that I haven't really known. I haven't really had an opportunity to coach before this year, but they're players that are responding the right way. And so I think it's probably the one thing I've learned probably more than anything else.
Dennis.
You've had pretty decent block numbers all year, and yet Saturday you had your best blocking match, at least statistically.
Yeah.
The importance of that, and then you're facing a team like Purdue. Is that an area of emphasis? Players just developing, Tiana? What's the importance of all that for your team?
Yeah, we've worked real hard, blocking and backcourt defense. I don't think this was that was an area of our game that we were particularly good at the start of the year. I think we were probably blocking some balls early in the year by The opponent probably had as much to do with it than we did. But right now, I think our hand positioning is getting a lot better. Our footwork's getting cleaner. We're reading a lot better. The backcourt, earlier in the year, if the ball wasn't hit to Taylor, we probably weren't digging it. And right now, I think we're a lot, our front court and our back court are just working a lot better. We're just back court, we're where we need to be. We're making our right reads. Reading is so critical in about any sport. We're reading real well, and then we're making great effort. Our blocking is getting a lot better, but our back court is getting tremendously better as well.
Right.
Kelly, before you said you didn't like the standing you're in right now or where you are in the standings. Well, I know Minnesota's on top, but couldn't it be any given night that Purdue or Penn State or Wisconsin could be the best team in the Big Ten?
It's a great point. Yeah. I mean, we're 2 5-set losses from leading the league right now. And you've got Northwestern that beats Penn State and then loses to Indiana. Indiana turns around and beats Northwestern, and you've seen this all year this year. It's what's so incredibly exciting about this conference. That's a great point. I don't know if I've thought about it this way. You kind of think about it just this is one heck of a gauntlet of a league this year, but that's probably a more accurate way of looking at it. Is on any given night, any team could probably be the best team in the league. I don't know if you can say that about too many sports and too many conferences, but it's nasty this year. That's for sure.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Kelly.